Okay, shalom, welcome back. Bezrat Hashem will continue from in Sefer DaNiiEL from where we left off. Okay, so it says Nebuchadnezzar Malka, Nebuchadnezzar the king, Avad Tselem di Dahav, Tselem Shel Zahav. He made a statue or the likeness, some kind of figure made out of gold. Rumeh, its height, and if you want to use like the clipboard to copy and paste like one of the dashes, this is just a stylistic thing, you don't have to do it, but like Rumeh Amin Shitin. Putye Amin Shit. Oh, okay. So Rumeh, its height, Amin is the plural of Amma, and Amma is a measurement from the longest finger to the elbow. Shitin is 60. Shishim, like as if it would be saying Shishim. Putye, its width, and that's where, if you read it, pat or fatness, it's fatness, meaning its width. Amin, how many Amin was it? Sheep, 6. So it was 60 amot tall, 60 and 6 amot wide. And he, right, what do you think it means? Akime, like Hakim, he lifted it up, right? He stood it up. Bevikat Dura, and he lifted it up in the valley. Bik'a, I thought is a valley. Bikat Dura. What is that? In the plain, Beka. Okay, they're saying is the plain of Dura, the name of Dura in Aramaic. Let's see. A country, I guess. Basically made out of mass amounts of gold. You know how giant this thing was. Okay. Fine. So they put it in some place in Bavel, which is Iran. Right. The plain of Dura is if that's a name. Dura means something else. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know at the moment what it is. So then it says, the Nebuchadnezzar Malka, the king Nebuchadnezzar, and here is like a very interesting pasuk. Each of these, it almost has like this pazer symbol over many of these symbols, like 5 in a row almost. So Malka, Nebuchadnezzar Malka, Nebuchadnezzar the king, Shalach lemichnash le'achash darpanaya, Signaya, Ufachwatha, Adragazraya, Gadveraya, Gedaveraya, thank you, Ditaveraya, Tiftaye, Bechol Shiltonei Medinata. Okay, so these are all different rankings of his cabinet or his people. I don't even know how to break this up properly. And let's see a translation. Okay, so Rashi says La'achash Darpanaya is dukes, where the word duk comes from. Rabbi Abi told. Huta Shiltonim are kingdoms.
Well, what's Michnash?
Oh, Michnash is to gather. Lekanes. It's like if you read it with a sin as opposed to shin. So Lekanes. So Nebuchadnezzar, after he built this golden thing, he wanted to collect all of his workers to now worship this thing.
Or whatever it is.
Right. Kulam Shem Akronim.
We'll see exactly
Right,
what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to just boast, hey, look what I did. You know?
Right. I mean, back then with that, all the idolatry and the black
Where
magic.
was he ruling from? He was in Jerusalem, though, right?
Apparently, he went there,
Back to Bavel,
or
and
he
Daniel
sent.
was listening to him? Or
Daniel's in Bavel, yeah. Right now, this is all in Bavel. And Nebuchadnezzar Melech Shalach le'asuf et kol sarei hamedinot. Right, he gathered all of his ministers. So all of these names are just different levels. Okay. Different levels, apparently. They're not really explaining.
Oh, they're not. We can't delve
Yeah.
into those.
I mean, maybe like
Pakabata. What can that mean? Possibly.
pach,
Like the like.
pachwata. Pachad is like fear. Pachwata are like different types of things. Siganaya, maybe like signal, but skan kohanim. Skan was the like replacement kohen. Maybe these are like kings. Signaya, like the signet ring or something. Yeah. This Gan Kohanim was like the backup.
Adar Gazraya.
Yeah, Adar Gazraya.
Right.
Gedavraya.
Gezer, maybe like.
Oh, Gazaria, yeah. Ligzora.
Maybe people who just. Adar, what's Adar? Follow? No.
Interesting.
What's the word Adar?
Well, Adar is
There's
the
a month,
right? I don't know exactly what it means. Idra in Aramaic is like a room.
Maybe the people who sit in the room and make zero.
Huh, that works nicely actually. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not really sure.
Something like that. Is that what it is? Adar,
Maybe, yeah, like Aleph kind of flip there. That's a good point as well. I have to confirm. Idra, Rabba Idra is the small room.
What about, again, I was thinking if I don't know if Adar can be any like follow, like people just follow his different road. I don't know.
Right.
Or maybe if you're saying that it's just different rankings, yeah.
I mean, in English it says that it was to gather the satraps. I don't know what that is. Prefects, governors, councils, treasurers, judges, officers.
What's Gadaver?
Like Gadaver, yeah.
Cadaver.
Yeah.
Cadaver is dead body.
Right.
Gadaver.
Okay, so the first one, Achash Darpanaya, they're saying is satraps. I don't know what that is. A provincial governor in ancient Persian Empire, or any subordinate or local ruler. Okay. Some kind of rulers, prefects. Let's see the richness of English. Everything means the same thing. Okay. A chief officer. Okay. The next one is a chief officer. Ufachwatha is governors.
Okay.
And Chaveh in Aramaic is to like reveal or to tell. And so maybe they're telling, they're commanding. I don't know. Adar Gazraya is kind of like what you said actually, counselors, like people who make rules.
Yeah, make the rules, yeah.
Adar Gazraya. Again, this is just based off of this English translation, so we'll see. Gadavraya is treasurers. Oh, like cadaver is like looking at dead bodies, no? Is it? What is it?
A cadaver is an actual dead body.
Right, and like grave robbing and things like that. Look.
Maybe the Dalit and the Zion, you said it? No.
Gedavraya. Gemol Davar. I don't know.
No, what's you said Dalit is interchangeable with another letter. So
Zion.
Zion, yeah. So is there Zavraya? Is that Zaver? Is Zever?
No word like that I know. The Tavraya is treasurers. I don't know.
I don't know where how does that mean treasurers?
Right. Yeah, I wish that we had a better explanation, because the thing is, in an earlier place it might have explained it better. Okay. So here we have a more right. Here it says it goes into more. This is Yosef ibn Yechia. I don't know. It says Vehikim sham hatzelem leman shamakom yuchal le'achil et ha'am hanikbatz le'avdo b'mitzvot hamelech. He built it in a place that is very spacious. That's why it was a plain, so that many people could gather and bow down to it. Ki hu shalach acharei hakamat hatzelem sham le'esof kol sarav ve'avadah. Because after he built the tzelem, this statue or whatever, he then called for all of his servants and his ministers and servants. Ma shenir'a shehanhagat malchuto az haya kehanhagat hatoger hayom asher yesh lo sarim al hanhagat inyanei hamalchut. I guess he's saying it's like similar to what is today, that we also have like a king and all the ministers and all these kind of, I don't know exactly. Belishonam ba'ashav ve'ulai ki eluhem ha'achash darpanim. Maybe Achash Darpanim has the word like Sar hiding in there. I don't know. Alright, but Besarim al Hanhagat Anshe Milchama, so the ones, the overseers over the armies, are Signaya Morkav HaRechesh VeHasusim. Maybe so it's like Sasko, Sus, no, alright. VeHamerkavot HaNikreim Begal
Gan,
Bigay.
I guess Gan, Ginaya, Signaya.
Oh, Gan, yeah.
The Sig,
Ve'ulaiki Eluhem Signaya.
the Sameth of the Gan, like maybe.
Right.
Possibly.
You're gone, like with the sus. Samech is for sus, motion, I don't know, let's see. Sarim al hanhagat anshe hamilchama
He
halchim.
closes it in. He closes in every. The Gan is also the
Oh, the garden.
people, right? Oh.
Gan is a garden, I mean.
I thought it's also a collection of people, no? Oh no, it's kindergarten.
But yeah, Gan Yeladim, interesting. Why it's called a Gan specifically.
Did we seek Sweden?
Right. The Sarim al hanhagat anshe hamilchama halchim ragli hanikrim aga mehaginitsari. I don't know. Ve'ulaiki hem chuta. The foot soldiers, I guess, are called chuta. Interesting. Chuta means like lowly. So these are like the lower, the pawns. Yeah, like the foot soldiers, God forbid, or whatever.
Okay.
The sarim ala shoftim, and the ministers overseeing the judges. Mikol ir ve'ir al hamesharim et hadim
This is
ve'amishpat.
still the Pachavata?
Now this is now the next one.
Adar Gazraya?
Yeah, hanikrim kadine ve'ulai. Kadine sounds like it's a cabinet in a way, but whatever. Ve'ulai ki elohem
Interesting.
adar gazraya.
A cabinet, you said?
Kadine. Well, I thought that kadine for some reason had like a cabinet, but it's not even. It's a bet and dal. It's
I mean, again, if you put the B in the D, then...
right. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but again, these are names in Aramaic. We'll try to see. So he's saying that those are basically the ones that are overseeing the judgment. So it has the word gzera, as you said, that it has to do with that. You're right. The names have to tell about what they are. The sarim al ha kinasot.
Gedavraya, no?
Now is the next one.
Gedavraya.
Oh, these interesting. Is this out of order, or does he skip it? Gedavraya. Yeah, it's sort of out of order. I don't know why that is. It's interesting. The sarim al knesset hamelech, and the ones that are overseeing like the king's court and his house, and overseeing like the king's personal
What?
things.
Tavraya? That's what it is?
Yeah, the tabraya.
I got you.
Hanikreim the patradire. Like Elohen de tabraya. It's interesting. Now he discusses Gedabraya. Besarim al kol ha'anashim ha'alehem asher melachtam al shmirat batei hatfilot ve'al hashvelut. And the ones that are overseeing all of the houses of worship, I guess, of Nebuchadnezzar, ve'hayisharot ha'am be'imtsaut ha'torah hanikreim al pagi v'tsaite ve'olai ki Elohem Gedabraya.
Who were they?
These are the ones that are overseeing like the people in the houses of worship. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure.
Priests.
Something like that. Yeah.
Or the pastor, rather.
Yeah. Whoever's in there.
Whoever's preaching what, you know? I don't know.
The sarim al anshe chokhmah, the ones that are overseeing. Yeah, like the wise ones.
I mean, again, he's literally turning them into cadavers by preaching them, like,
Yeah.
false idol worship.
Could be, absolutely. Could be something like that. Yeah, we have to examine the roots of these words. Yeah. So it says.
We said that, yeah. Okay, what's
Right. This one is the Sarim al Anshe Chokhmah Meha Ashafim Bekosmim Bekazdim Beulai Ki Elohen Tifataya. The dark magicians, interesting, that he's saying maybe these are tifataya, because tifateh means to entice. In physical changing, moftim is different than otot, is that it's nature changing miracles. So that is.
Wow, that's interesting that it has it's moftim, right? Mofet, right?
Yeah.
It has the pay and the top, except without the mafet.
Without
the mem, without the mafet,
Right.
without Hashem. It's crazy.
It's another cool remez, absolutely. So interesting. I see what he's doing. Like again, it's in the words themselves somehow. Yeah, these are the ones that are going to entice That's what the Gra says, the Moftim, right, in the Malbim. Okay, Bezulat Eile Yesh Lo Al Kol Malchut Umchuz Shilton Echad Shehu Shma B'Mkom HaMelech HaNikra B'Yoshonam Sankagi Tsangaki. I don't know, Belaz Witsuri. I don't know. Yeulai Ki Eilehem Shiltonei Medinta. These are the leaders of the countries. V'Kulam Ba'u B'Mitzvato Nechanukat Atzelim. So the last category, all of the Shiltonei Medinata, the leaders of all the different countries, they oversee everything that are going on. They oversee different dark magicians. Yeah, all of the Shiltonei, all of like the governments, the governors over the Medinata, the countries. Right, so they're saying Lemefe is Lavo, Lechanukat Salma. It's like
the celebration of
the inauguration,
Salma, yeah.
Exactly. Di Hakim.
Chanukat Habayit,
Exactly. Right, because
Selling.
right?
Interesting, like, did he actually get a piece of himself? Like, imagine he kind of gave himself, like,
What do you mean? Oh.
Like, selling. It's referred to as selling, like, they give a piece of themselves to this, I don't know, whether it be physical or spiritual, like,
interesting, it could be.
Salma, like, they're taught that we're made Selim Elohim, like,
right, in the likeness.
Yeah, like.
Probably made a giant statue. I mean, he's trying to maybe replicate that statue that he saw in the dream, which could have been in his likeness, so that's what he's like now thinking, like this whole prophetic vision that just occurred. So, and could be that he saw that statue in his own image. And he's trying to now like make it, so because there's something like holy to it or something like that. So they're saying the right. D is Asher, Hakim, She, Hakim, lifted up. Right, like established Nebuchadnezzar the king. It's interesting why Malka again. It's already past the point. We already know Nebuchadnezzar is the king. So why is that included each time? And what that means? So it says Bedain, and then in the meantime. That's how it's. Sometimes it seems like it fits in the meantime or and then.
So
Adain.
Yeah. DaNiiEL is in one of these categories.
Interesting. He was supposed to be above, but he's going to come back in the story very soon.
I'm asking, like, is he still part of Nebuchadnezzar's?
I think that he's above all of them. Because what it said previously was the fact that he's now, like, he's heading the cabinet of the other, of all of these people.
Well, do you remember what his given name was?
Belshazzar. Let's see if that, whatever. Alright, so Bedain, Mitkanshin, Achashdar Panaya, Seganya, Ufachwata, Adar Gazraya, Gadzavraya, Desavraya, Tiftaye, Bechol Shiltonei Medinta. So all of those categories now arrive. Chad Gadya.
Exactly.
Right, Lechanukat Salma.
Lechanukat. Oh, no, sorry, I read that way wrong.
What, yeah. Right, so here's an instance where you copy, you make sure that the bracketed word is before the one without vowels. So you copy and paste it with that. So, excuse me, so the Kri is always before the Ktiv, so we could read that word properly now. So it says V'kayamin. Yeah, it would be read seemingly V'kamin. Here it's like the Yud is in place of the Aleph. This teaches that they're sometimes interchangeable perhaps, or what is the secret going on here, but V'kayamin lekovel tzalma, and they are standing. Kayamin is to stand or exist. Lekovel, to opposite, where they could like receive something, right? You could only receive if you're opposite the thing. Lekabel is to receive. Lekovel tzalma, opposite this tzelem, opposite this thing.
Kovel is the opposite. It's not to receive.
It's the targum of the word neged, which literally means opposite, against, or something. So
I mean, it could again. I love to.
Or to receive the presence of the thing.
That's what I said. Just at face value, simply
right.
Kabel. I love looking at things face value.
Oh no, absolutely. No, you're right. That on an initial level, lekabel is
but
like.
it's also not lekabel though. It's la kovel. Interesting.
La kovel, right? Two opposite. That's how it would be translated in English.
Sama. Right. It could also be lekabel, like to receive it and all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, kabel for sure has to do with lekabel. I mean, like
that he came.
Right. That he right, established. So it's interesting why he said it again, like Dihikim Nebuchadnezzar.
Again, I guess that's just how they're referring to that telling.
Because here before it says Dihikim Nebuchadnezzar Malka, and now it's saying Dihikim Nebuchadnezzar. All of a sudden the Malka drops off.
Yeah.
So what that means? Yeah, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
Kobel.
No, not even that. Like, again, obviously, it's all the language, it's scripted, but.
Alright, we'll get back to it. It's alright, we'll get it. Okay, so the Kayamin, the Kobel, Tzalma, they are standing opposite or to receive the presence of this statue that's established, lifted up Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, so it says, V'charoza kera b'chayil. V'charoz is like lachriz in modern Hebrew is even to decree. Lachriz, hachraza. So v'charoza kera, he called out b'chayil with great strength, like the announcers that had to have a powerful voice that to pray to exactly. So basically that's literally what it's saying. B'chayil lechon amrin amemaya umaya v'lishnaya. Okay. Right. Exactly. Umaya is Uma, Am is Am. What's the difference? Am is considered like the group of people. Uma is considered like the kingdom, apparently. The Lishnaya is the language, the accent.
You just totally translated that sentence backwards.
Yeah. Now you notice the last word, so that's why I started there. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
I apologize.
The Haruzah Kara B'chayil, and he called out with a great voice. Lechon Amrin. To you we are saying, and who are we speaking to? Amemaya Umaya Velishnaya. If you are considered an Am, if you're a part of a people, or if you're part of a kingdom, Umaya Velishnaya, or if you're just understand the language. Be'idna ditishme'un. Be'idna is at the moment, ditishme'un, that you will all hear. Kal, which is cold, the voice. Karna, the voice of the horn, meaning like a trumpet blow of the shofar. Mashrokitha. I have to see what that is. Yeah, like shu. Oh, mashrikotha is the sound that comes out of it. It's shorek, yeah, shriek. Oh, interesting, perfect. Shorek is to shriek. Yeah, that was one of the things. I don't know if I have that in my folder yet of the roots of words, but that's a very good point. You just notice that. Right, so we have another one of those words that you put the back bracket before. Okay, so whenever you hear the voice of the keren, of the horn, whistling or sounding off, katros sabecha pasneterin sumponia, symphony, like
wow.
Bechol zinei zamra, and all kinds of musical instruments. So zinei is a kli, like clay zayin is a
Zayin,
right, a vessel of war, which has to do with weaponry, and zayin here is used as, it's interesting, like my axe, like for a guitar, it's like a weapon, like the proper musical things, zmara of zemer, of different music. So let's see what the
Tiklun could be loud, right? Tikol?
Could be. Or maybe they both have to do it. Right. Be'idna, okay. Tiflu v'tishtachavu shehem shiva. Let's see. Be'idna kol hakeren shoreket kimo eshreka, right? Katros sabecha kulam klei zemer hem. They're saying these are all musical instruments. Minei zemer lemino. Targum acher. It's interesting. Rashi says targum acher. There's no targum. Unless he's saying in a different place in the Torah, sometimes that word has a targum of that other thing. So katros is a musical instrument, sabecha is a musical instrument, psanterin in modern Hebrew is a piano, psanter, right? Menagen al psanter, psanterin. Symfonia is symphony, where that word comes from. I don't know if that's referring to a musical instrument or the symphony, literally all of them together. Vechol znei zmara, and all kinds of musical instruments. Tiflun is to fall down. V'tisgedun, and bow down. Letzelem dahava, to bow down to the golden, to the statue of gold. The Hakim Nebuchadnezzar Malka. Now here Malka is again added.
See, but
And
every
it's
time
said
we're
again.
translating dahava, like the zahav, like it's written with a dollar for a reason. It's not. It doesn't just say zahav. Like it could be like dahava. Like it could also mean it could be like that gives up, like the giving. You know, like selling dahava. Like,
Well, they do say that Zahav is a contraction, or Moshe Shapiro itself said in the name of the Rishonim, that Zahav is Zehav. This, give me. Because gold is seen as the ultimate, like, all these videos, like, flaunting gold and all these kinds of things.
yeah, but
Gold
they
chains.
say that gold is very good at like different things as well.
Yeah, for sure. And apparently the sages teach that there's 7 different types or levels, gradients of gold as well, and all these kinds of things. So, whatever was used in the Beit HaMikdash.
Satellites,
Could be, yeah. So it says, alright, that's good. Uman di lo yipel, and whoever does not fall down, the yisgud, and bow down, ba sha'ata yitremeh, that moment he will be thrown to where? Lego atun nura yakita. He will be thrown into a burning oven of fire. Lego is 2 inside. Atun is the. I thought it was Ashan, but Atun is the oven. Nura is fire. The oven that it has fire. Yakita, that is burning, which is interesting. Is there fire that's not burning?
Like where are these words? I've never heard these words referred to as fire.
Right. Nura has like ore in it, backwards or scrambled. Guma osin nisrof ba'avnis nesid shan shekol hamabim. Right. Yeshlich lekipshan esh boer. He will be sent to a oven of fire burning, fire that is alive and well, not just. I guess there's different levels. Maybe like if the wood is like not on fire, but it's like charred and, or like burning inside the embers. I don't know. Like
Yeah, no, I just did a lot of. I made a lot of bonfires recently. Yeah,
it's good.
and it's just interesting to see how the heat will stay lit for a very long time. Keep the wood burning.
Right.
Turn embers so that wood fire until the embers burn very long. It almost looks like molten lava. It's hot. It's very hot. Quick meat up there. You gotta be able to barbecue on the fire. It's crazy. We didn't barbecue on embers. We barbecued on the fire itself. Still, there's still
Right.
fire going up. It's heat from the wood. That.
Right.
It's delicious. One of the best things in that.
Shout out to the store sponsor. That's awesome. But yeah, essentially some kind of big festival is happening here. Huge statue, just inviting all the people, and everybody hears
It's
the.
a party. Chanukah Tzelem.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it honestly.
When they hear the sound of the horn sound off, and when they hear the musical
They
instruments,
have to bow.
they have to bow down, right, to this thing. All right, so it says, Kol kovil dina, all opposites, all of this, beizimna, in that very zman, in that very moment, kedish ma'in, when they all hear, who are we speaking about? Kol amemaya, all of the
All of
nations. Kal karna mashrokitha, the sound of the horn that is whistling and shrieking. Katros, and they hear these musical instruments. Katros, sabecha, santerin, and v'chol zinei zmara, and all of these musical instruments. And it's interesting why they list only 3 here, but before they listed an extra one. They put simponia here. They don't have simponia. Naflin kol amemaya umaya v'lishnaya. All of them fall down. The sagdin, sorry, all of them fall down. Sagdin letzelem dahaba, and they're bowing down to the tzelem of gold. The Hakim
So this is
Nebuchadnezzar
saying
Malka.
basically that they actually did this.
Yeah, that was the
Kol
command.
Kabel,
I mean, he
Kol
said,
Kabel
"I'm about to
Dana."
throw you in an oven if you don't do this."
Yeah.
Literally.
You know what? So,
Yeah.
So Kol Kabel, Dana,
Kol is all.
all of
Kavel opposite, like
Yes,
this whole
right.
situation.
Dana.
Dana is zot, meaning everything just mentioned that you're
Bezin,
pointing to.
right?
Bezin simultaneously, or like at that time.
At that same time, yeah. Okay.
Kadish Ma'in, right? When they all hear it,
And then they start the next one.
Naflin call it right. They all fall, bow down to the golden thing that he brought, made, and the Hikim Nebuchadnezzar Malka. Again, they say this line. It's like
Yeah.
you don't have to say it every time. What is being said here? Like,
They keep doing, they keep changing it too. Like,
yeah, if it's Malka, if
Malka,
it's,
and then
or just
just-
Nebuchadnezzar, and
yeah.
what's the difference?
Very strange. Okay. and
All
then
of these are
Kol Kabel
nuances.
Dana, the same again.
Right.
The same exact language
Language.
as before.
Just, yeah,
Kol Kabel
literally.
Dana, Bezin,
Right.
and everyone.
All while that's happening at that
opposite.
exact moment. Karivu guvrin kasdaim. Karivu is, the
Became
word.
close, right?
Exactly. Karov, they've been together multiple. Guvrin, right? Guvrin are gever in multiple. Guvrin. And who are they? Kasdaim. These kasdim. Chaldeans, I don't know how they translate it.
And they ate.
Ve'achalu kartsehon di Yehudae. It's a euphemism. It's like they ate their. I don't know what that is. I don't wanna-
Heart to own, and then like
yeah.
heart to own.
The Hilshino. It's an expression. It basically means they slandered Am Yisrael. Like they, and I don't know what this.
Achalu, like they literally like.
The Achalu kartsehon. They like.
The only thing I can see is like the will, the wills of Am Yisrael. They ate up. It could be they literally just ate up the wills of Am Yisrael. They ate their spirits somehow. Cool. The part say home. Let's say home.
In the Torah it says, "Lo telech rachil." Do not go and be a slanderous person in your nation. And the targum of the word rachil there is "Lo techul kurtzim," which literally means to like eat something. But I don't know exactly what kurtzim is.
It's really weird, but Achalu is hard to.
Let me see if. Carrots is to denounce, slander, accuse maliciously, to chew on. But that's not what it's.
Maybe the Achalu part.
Yeah, it's some kind of euphemism for saying that they're going to slander now the Yehudim, the Judites. That all the nation of Israel is called by the name of Yehudah as well. So not just the tribe of Yehudah, but they're saying essentially, Anu, they answer, Ve'amrin leNebuchadnezzar Malka. They answer and say to the Nebuchadnezzar the king, and they open up how you greet kings, right? Like long live the king. Malka, king, le'almin chayi. May you live forever, or you will live forever, or whatever it is. Ant, you, Malka. Maybe like anti is opposite, so this is where it comes from. Ant in Aramaic is you, meaning opposite me. You. Ant Malka, you are the king. Samta te'en, you placed a tam, you placed a like reason or taste into a commandment essentially. You placed a rule. Dikol enash bishma kol karna mashrokita, that everyone who hears the sound of the horn that is shrieking and these musical instruments.
All of them again.
Yeah, and this time they bring
This time
back
They changed. They brought down a different one.
Sandarim. Right.
Sukna.
They brought it back, yeah, that
They
was.
brought it back, but did they
And
leave
it's
one
spelled
out?
differently.
Did they leave one out also this
But-
time?
No, now it's full again,
Or? Then it's
but-
them, right?
but it's
Four references or no?
Kri and Ktiv, yeah. But here it's like Kri and Ktiv all of a sudden. Meaning like it's written
Yeah, it's written
one way, but it's read a different way. So it's read how it's written in the brackets, but it's written how it's written without the vowels. So yeah, here you have again all of these things. So they're saying you place this order, whoever, right, again, in all these musical instruments, yapel v'iskad letzelem dahava, that they should fall and bow down to this tzelem of gold. Uman di lo yapel v'iskid, and whoever you said is not going to fall down and bow down, yitrameh lego atun nura yakita, will be thrown into a furnace.
Thrown in.
Yeah, like Ramah. What? Oh, throw, like TR. Interesting. Throw him in. Yeah, throw him. Throw him. Yeah, throw him in. That's funny. That's good. You throw him, Lego is two inside. And interesting, like Lego is to place one brick into the other and whatever. Lego.
Stack them up, like throw them into a stack of bodies.
Yeah, Lego is two inside, like two inside. So two inside, Atun is this Kivshan, this furnace. Nura is the fire. Yakita, that is burning. Right. Esh tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo tikbeh is a verse that's used in the Torah. So what's the difference between leba'er with the ayin and likod and lisrof? All of these are different words for like burning, and it's all translated the same if we're not careful. So obviously, what's the difference? So it says Ithai Guvrin Yehudayin. So right, you said that right. They're gonna whoever doesn't do this is going to be thrown into this thing. So it says Ithai Guvrin Yehudayin. With us, Ithai Itanu Guvrin Yehudayin. We have with us men who are Yehudayin. Himanita Yathon al Avidat Medinat Babel, that you have appointed them over the work of the country of Babel. Manita Yathon Otam al Avoda Medinat Babel. And their names are Shadrach, Meshach, Ve'Avednego. These are Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, Daniel's three appointed friends here. Guvraya, Ilech, Lo. It's interesting, Ilech, not Ilech. But Guvraya, Ilech. These men, Lo Samu Allah Malka Ta'im. They did not listen to the king's decree, essentially. Le'elahach, to your God, to your lust, to your power, to this idol right now, this golden thing that you just created. Le'elahach lo palchim, to your God they do not serve. Uletzelem dahava vihikimta lo sagdin, and to this golden statue that you have established, lifted up, and made, a thing, they are not bowing down. Beidan Nebuchadnezzar. So this is a situma, slight pause and transition in the scenes. Beidan is immediately Beidan, and then Nebuchadnezzar, birgaz v'chema, Nebuchadnezzar with anger, and chema is like the word cham, which is fury, like burning up. Amar, he said, regez, like in modern Hebrew is used also. But yeah, regez is a form of anger, and there's different words that are all translated as anger, so we have to see exactly what it is. Amar lehayithaya, to bring forward the Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Avednego. Lehayithaya, to bring them all forward. Beidan, and then Uvraya Ilech, these men, Hayithu Kodam Malka, were brought before the king. Those are the names of that they gave. Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So now they're saying now these men were brought Kodam Malka before the king, and then Nebuchadnezzar answers Nebuchadnezzar, Ve'amar lehon, and says to them, Hatzeda Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Avednego. I think it means should I destroy these three who have been helping me run the country? Yeah. Because in the Targum, Tzeda is asu. Tzeda is to trap. Right. It's to trap. Oh, Hatzeda. Interesting. We'll see how it's translated. Hatzeda. Shema gazarti tzadu v'shnama. Oh. He's saying Hatzeda in the Targum of the Torah, right? The ha'aretz hayta tohu. The word tohu, which is so empty that people are baffled, tohim. The Targum is tzadia. Tzadia means maybe tzadia, stadium, maybe an empty arena, an empty place. Tzadia is empty and desolate. So they're saying, Nebuchadnezzar is saying an expression. Yeah, did what I just command you, is that an empty word? Rashi is saying Shema gazarti tzadu v'shmama davar rekhi. that I commanded something that's insignificant or devoid of meaning, like that you're not doing, that you're not bowing down to this thing. Let me see if right. Asher le'Elokai einechem ovdim, that to my God and lust that you're not serving. Ha shel hatzada meshemeshet b'lashon tmiha. Right. So ha is asking like a question. Hatzeda, is it for naught? Is it did I command nothing? Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Now speaking to Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah. Le'Elohai lo iteichon palchin, to my God you are not serving. Ve'letzelem dahavadi hakemt lo sagdin, and to the statue that I have stood up you are not bowing down. Ka'an, now, hen iteichon atidin. Alright, let's see what that is. This is a huge pasuk actually. So it says, Ke'an hen itechon atidim. Ata hinechem atidim al korchechem lekabel zu alechem. Oh, so he's saying here, now, hen, you all, itechon atidin, you all will be, atidin is in the future.
Yeah,
meaning like you're now about to be forced to do this, Rashi.
What's itechon? You will be forced, like?
Let me see. Ke'an ata hinechem atidim.
You'll be taken? You'll be taken?
Itechon is you all, I guess.
You'll be taken?
Maybe. I mean, you will be forced to do, Hen itechon atidim. Debeidna didishme'un. Here you are all. Excuse me. Hen means hen like all, indeed, yeah. Like indeed. Kan hen. Since or now, how is it in English? Now, if you are ready to fall down. Ke'an hen itechon atidim. Now, if you are going to worship, right? Debeidna detishme'un kal karna mashokita. And at the moment that you are going to hear that horn that is shrieking, and again, this whole musical instruments, how repetitive, and giving, like saying the whole thing again. It's like literally brainwashing. Like they keep saying, this is what the king said, this is what we have to do, and everybody just memorizes. Right. Could be. Right? So he's saying, you are all now going to fall down and bow down to this thing, to this statue that I have made. Vehen lotis kedun, and if you are not going to bow down, basha'ata, in that very moment, titremun.
Where are you?
I just skipped all the musical instruments again.
So where are you?
The next one, tiplun, v'tis kedun letzalma di'avdet, right? If you are not going, right, you're going to fall and bow down. Vehen lotis kedun, and if you, and those that are not going to bow down, basha'ata, in that very moment, titremun legu.
Maybe itechon will come, no?
Ata is to arrive.
And now if itechon atidin, and from here on han hen, and from here on out, han and now, right? Like from han, from this
Ke'an,
line,
yeah, ata is the targum of the word ata,
yeah,
which
ke'an
means
now.
Yeah.
If in the future it will come, the itechon.
Hen itechon is if that means like with you. If there's with you that are going to bow down. Atidin is the future one.
Stuck on the word itechon. So.
Right. Let's see. Saying ithai. Oh, there is ithechon with us, like saying like hen ithechon. If there is with you those who are in the future that at that moment that you'll hear it will bow down, I think it'll be good. But if not, in that very moment you will be sentenced to death, to be thrown into this.
Go out to Nura,
right? Yakita. Uman hu elaha di yeshizvin, and this is where Nebuchadnezzar became haughty, and he says Umanhu, and who is the one? Who is God? Manhu elaha, Elah. Who is the God? Di yeshezvinchon min yadi, and who is the God that is going to save you from my hand? Meaning, like I am God essentially. There's no right. Shazav, to shazav them, to save them. And who is the God that is going to shezvinchon min yadi, to save you all from my hand?
How do we get it? Well, no, but what is saving? What is the Hebrew word saving?
That word, this word is used in different words for saving. So like lifrok is leshezev, shezev, sheziv, hatzil. Targum is sheziv. And in some of the Kadishim, Shezava, Reva, you hear that sometimes in the Kaddish. So this means just to be saved, essentially, where that word comes from. Yeah. Anu Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Avednego, ve'amrin Malka answered Shadrach, Meshach, and Avednego, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, and are saying to the king, Nebuchadnezzar.
Daniel's not even there.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's here right now. Nebuchadnezzar. They call him Nebuchadnezzar by his first name. Like they're not calling him king, because the Amrin Lamalka has the etnachta, means that's the half of the verse. So meaning the second half. Right. They said to him. Yeah, exactly. Now they're speaking to him. They're telling over exactly what they said. Nebuchadnezzar. Lo chashchin anachna al dina pitkam lehatavutach. Lo hashchin. We have no need to answer you in this matter. Lo hashchin. Okay, commentary.
Keep you in the dark. La to you, we will keep you in the dark.
Ein anu chosheshin lachshov v'litol etza la'shivach al davar zeh. We're not even worried to be able to answer you in this matter. Okay, they're saying hen, ithai, hen, indeed, ithai, with us, elahana, our God, dianachnu palchin, that we serve, yachil l'sheizavuthana, is able to save us all. Min atun nura yakita, from a burning fire, umin yadach malka yeshezev, and from your hand, king, this God will save us. Dehen lo yedia lehave lach malka. Dehen im lo yirtze letzio. And if God does not want to save us, dile elahach, still to your God we will not serve. It's like an insult. Like Vehen lo yadia lehevei lach malka. Ve'im lo yichpotz lehatzil gufenu yadia lehevei lach. Even if God doesn't decide to save us and we're going to die, no, still,
end up worshiping your God.
Yeah. And we're
if
still,
you threw us into a fire, we
Right.
still won, essentially.
exactly, we're ready to essentially die if you're going to throw us there for God's name.
No, I really think that they're like backhandedly mocking him. Like they're saying like your whole goal here is to get us to worship your God.
Right.
And even if you're gonna throw us into the fire,
Even
like,
at the threat of death, yeah.
even like your threat of death, just we're still not gonna end up serving your purpose. Your purpose was for us to serve your God. We're still not gonna do that if you kill us. So like that hasn't. So it's irrelevant. You think like your threat is really nothing.
Right. To your God, there is no one with us that is going to serve it. We will not bow down to it. Which is like a pretext for Mordechai in the story, in Esther, everything like that. So it says, Bedain, and then Nebuchadnezzar, Hitmali Hema, he was filled with this fiery rage. Utzelem Anpoi Ishtani, so much so that the likeness of his face changed. Al Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Avednego. He was shocked at, I guess, what they were saying to him. He thought that for sure they would do that. And his face, Ishtane, Shana, it changed over them, right over these three now. Ane ve'amar, he answered and said, Lemeze le'atuna, Chad Shiva al Dichaze Lemezye. Oh no, it's good. Could be again. Ane ve'amar, and he answered and said, "What's lemeze?" It's a lemeze lehatsit lekivshan ha'esh ulechamamo. Lemeze la'atuna. Lemeza is to increase the heat of the fire of this furnace. Chad shiva al dichazal lemezia. Al achat sheva pe'amim sheshi'aruhu ad kidei hesiko v'ki'ilu yav'iruhu sheva shi'urim kemona. 7 times more powerful, I guess, than it originally was. Like, turn up the heat completely. Like, you are literally going to just vanish, essentially. Okay. As a shalom, right? Oleguvrin jibarei chayil di bechayle. And to the meze is to, like, increase. I don't know how we do that.
I guess, yeah, chazak, the chazakness of strength. Yeah, the chazay and the increase in strength.
Well, chazeh here is to al di chazeh lemezye. Chazeh is like seen fit to make it even stronger. I guess he's talking to the pyro technicians or whatever, to turn up the fire even more, like times 7. You see the actual distinction. And he gave an order to heat up the furnace to 7 times its usual heat. Okay, I got the essence of that. Uleguvrin jibarin, to men who are mighty, jibarei chayil, mighty ones of war, like chayil, all the power, di bechayle, that are in his army and his soldiers. Amar, he said to them, lekafte is what the language used. Oh, sorry, lekafata, which is the language used by Abraham, where he tied down Yitzchak. To tie him down is lekafata. So. Interesting. Capture, yeah. I thought in a different conjugation you hear it clear, but that's crazy that you just heard it from here. Literally, yeah, to capture, to tie them up. To capture them. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. That's a good. I'd add that to the list if it's not in there in a different conjugation. So it says, right, to capture them. Lemirme le'atun nura yakita. Oh, to their names, right? To the. Right, to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, to them. Right, and to throw them into this furnace that is burning up. Bedain, and then Uvraya ile, these very people, Kefitu Besar Balehon. Okay, so they tied them down, fully clothed. I guess these are different levels of clothing. Yeah, these are levels of clothing now. Yeah. Let's see what's the explanation here.
Belt. The word belt is in
Right, need kashrub bibigdein ma'atuftan. The sar balahon is their most external garment, some kind of like hooded cloak or something like that. Patshehon de karbelathon. Mine malbush malchut. These are some kind of royal garbs. I guess they're mentioning it because it would be a shame to burn them in like such expensive royal clothing. And so, but still, he didn't care. He was so angry, he just tied them up, fully clothed with all their royal garb. Okay. Right, Uremiyu, and they threw them into the furnace, thrown into the burning furnace. Okay. Kol kovil dina, all opposite this, all this is all going on. Mindi milat malka machtzafa, from the fact that the word of the king, machtzafa, is like was said very hastily, I guess. It's like disrespectful, yeah. Chatzuf, it's modern Hebrew, I don't know. Tuna is the furnace itself. Kol umat zot asher mitzvat hamelech hayta aza. Kol kovel dina min dimilat malka machzafa. While the word of the king is super strong, it was just decreed for this to be done. Ve'atun eze yatira, and now the furnace is increased.
Yeah.
Yatir, more increased in its heat. Guvraya ilech, these men, dihasiku lishadrach meshach ve'avednego, katel himon. Katel himon shviva dinora. Hasiku, that lifted up. He'elu. The targum of the word he'elak, samech ayin are always linked. So al in the Torah, sak is in Aramaic, which means to go up. So saku, those who lifted up Shadrach, Meshach, ve'avednego and threw them in there, katal himon, they were killed from the heat of the furnace. So meaning katil, to ktil, they were killed. That's where it comes from. No, I'm serious. It's used all over in different conjugations as well. But like katil himon, it killed them literally. Shviva dinura, the heat of the flame. Shviva.
7 times specifically, the 7 times strength.
Yeah, the 7 times. Right. Sarafotam koach shviv ha'esh. Just being next to the fire. You know, when a true fire is burning, the power of the heat can be felt from hundreds of feet away even. So the fact that the people who threw them in were completely burnt up, which is the miracle, is absolutely insane. We'll see what I mean, no spoilers, but yeah. So it says the Guvraya Elaine Tlafehon Shadra. What?
The Guvraya
Ilech, yeah, it's weird because normally in the Targum of the Torah it's Elaine, these men, Elu, and here it's like Ilech. The Nun and the Kaf Sofit are connected now apparently. The Guvraya Ilech, and these men, Tlafehon, all 3 of them, Shadrach, Meshach, ve'avednego, naflu lego atun nura yakita mechatfin. They fell into this furnace of burning fire times 7, mechatfin, while they were bound up. It's like a Houdini deal, a trick, you know, God forbid. And the people who threw them in already were burnt up, so what's happening is crazy. So this is a pitrucha, so you could either, I don't want to stop here in the middle of the fiery pit.
No, we can finish till the end if they want.
Okay,
It's almost over.
that's an artificial break though.
Okay, artificial break. I'm sure it has an actual break though.
No, it didn't even have a pitrucha next to it. Don't worry, we'll stop at the right
stop
place.
at the end of the story.
Yeah. Right, so Edain, and then Nebuchadnezzar Malka, Nebuchadnezzar the king, Tava v'kam behitbalutha. Tava is like, I guess he was like shocked, or it shook him, like, let's see what that says exactly. Was astonished, yeah, like tohu is the
It's
word.
so funny, it looks like, when you look at that word, Tava, it looks like the face with just 2 tears coming out, like Tava, you know?
Tava?
Yeah, like the hay and the Tav are his eyes, the Vav is the nose, the dots in the, you know, are the eyes,
Right.
and the Vav is, I guess, the Vav is the mouth with the little, right, that's like a,
Right.
it's just like he has like the most blank face, it's just like, Teva is just the most blank
Teva,
face, and then there's just 2 tears coming down, you know,
Interesting, yeah.
from the left side eye.
Right, I see what you're saying now. Could be, you know. I mean, yeah, here it means like
it's on
tohu.
the right side, but it would be, if you're looking at the face directly, it would be his left eye. It would be
Right,
that
exactly.
person's left eye.
Right, so it says that he was astonished, bekam, and he stood up, behith behala, with alacrity, quickly, like, aneh ve'amar, libahel is to make confounded or scared, like, bahala is, it's used also by,
That sounds familiar. And then the Bahala. Law something.
that's le nedled la behala, interesting. Right, I'm pretty sure that's what that was. See. But yeah, behit bahala means
Try
like
the
with
Torah, no?
with quick of
It's in the Torah, right?
no, that's the Vayhi Noam section kind of after Erev Shabbat.
No, the law.
What's it?
No, what is it?
Right. It's interesting. It's good
Are you sure
catch.
it's not part of Torah?
Yeah, that's a different
Well,
verse.
like,
It's saying that we
yeah.
shouldn't give birth to like nothing. Essentially,
Okay.
hevel maybe it has like the word hevel in it to for waste. So he's saying, all of a sudden Nebuchadnezzar is confounded. He's shocked, and he gets up quickly. Behit vehala, right?
In a panic, right? Like,
Kind of, yeah. That's a good, better way to say it. Ane ve'amar le hadavrohi, and he answers and says to hadavrohi. What are hadavrohi?
the things that
To his companions. It's like haverohi, like hazverohi, like ignoring the dalet and reading the hey as a het, havrohi. He says to his board, his companions there. That's how it's translated here.
Chazara, what is it? Oh, it's
Amar l'sarav, right. He says to his servants, Halo guvrin tlatha ramena legonura mechatfin. Halo is like, did we not just three men, I'm trying to translate like literally, Halo guvrin tlatha, guvrin shlosha, gvarim that are three. Did we not just now, these three men, Ramina, we threw them in, lego nura mechatfin. Did we not just throw in three men who are bound into this fiery furnace? So, anin v'amrin the malka yatziva malka. Like, indeed, it is established. That's exactly what we did. Yeah, yatziv, davar, like, v'yatziv v'nachon. Yatziv is established, and matzeva is like an established statue, some kind of thing, like yatziv. We saw that word earlier, like min yatziv. It's from that which is now established before me. I can tell you're buying time, right? Like what he said to them. So ane ve'amar, and he answers. So they said min yatziva malka. Exactly, it is established, king. Ane ve'amar, he answers and says to them, ha'ana, here I am, hazeh, I'm seeing, chazon, right, like a vision. Here I am beholding, guvrin arba'a, 4 men, sharyan, that are dwelling in, shirayin, thank you, that they are like dwelling and camping, like
a shrine.
oh, shrine, yeah, who knows, yeah, like,
Making themselves into
or yeah, like by a shrine is where you stay for a while, and God forbid, whatever, the shrine is a negative thing, whatever, but yeah, shirayin, that they are like mashriata, they're like camping, and mehalchin, and they're walking, begonura, they're walking in the middle of this fire, bechaval, lo ifai behon, and any damage there is not in them.
Chaval is damage.
Yeah, like lechabel is to damage in modern Hebrew even, and in biblical Hebrew, lechabel. Right. So it says, and that's why like chaval, where it comes from, like if something becomes damaged, it's like a pity, you know, it's like right, which is like a waste of time. But it's used in an expression to mean the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, verave and the likeness or the face of the fourth one, dameh lebar elahin, and the likeness of the fourth man inside this fire is likened to the son of gods. Like he's seeing
Dameh, similar.
dameh, like domeh, right?
Yeah.
Lebar, bar is son in Aramaic. Lebar, to a son of Elohim, to the son of God, like inside Elohim in plural also. He's basically like, he's saying that the likeness of the fourth man in there is likened to a son of gods, essentially. Or what he would imagine that looks like, I guess. Radiating. We'll see who that fourth man is. I don't know if it explains it here or it goes into it after. Alright, he's saying like a crazy miracle here. And there was like a whole conversation between the angels of who's going to go down and save them. Which angel? The angel of fire, the angel of ice. Who's supposed to save them right now? And like in the Midrash they discuss these kinds of things. I think from what I understand this is Gabriel now, the angel of fire that's in there. But we'll see. Or it could be like DaNiiEL, you know, I don't know.
So he saw it.
No, I don't think any.
No, I don't think it's DaNiiEL. I think.
Because he's compared, like he bowed down to him. That same language is used, like are you Bar Elahin? Are you like a son of the gods or something? You know, some kind of special being. But yeah.
No, but that's, yeah. You have to see if that language is used other places, but also, yeah, if you're saying that an angel only, like the fourth person, there's a fourth person in there, but didn't he only burn three of them?
Exactly. One of those things, he's seeing an angel now that God sent to save them. So Bedain, and meanwhile, Kirav Nebuchadnezzar got close, did Nebuchadnezzar, Lethra, Lesha'ar, Atun Nura Yakita, to this Kivshan of burning fire, the fire that is burning.
What is that?
Sha'ar, yeah, the gate. Thar, it's like the letters of Sha'ar scrambled. You know, Thar, Sha'ar. Atun is that, right, Kivshana-ish. Right, Aneh ve'amar, and he answers and says, Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Abednego. He says, calls out to them, their three names, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, really. Avdohi de Elaha ila'a, the servants of the God that is alien, that is above and beyond. Yeah, elated, right, like above all. Huku ve'efu, go out and arrive here, like come out of this furnace and arrive here. Bedain, yeah. Get out of there and come here, right, exactly. He says, Bedain, and then, Nifakin, they are going out, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Mingo Nura. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are now going out, Mingo, from within Nura, from within the fire, from within that furnace. Excuse me. Umitkanshin, and are gathering together, that long list of the king's servants, Ahajdar Panaya, Sigadnya, Pachwata, the Hadavrei Malka, and the king's cabinet and whatever. They are all now mitkanshin, konsin, they're gathering together. Chazayin, and now they are witnessing, seeing before their very eyes, leguvraya ile, to these men, di lo shalit nura bigushmehon, that did not dominate the fire in their physical bodies, the geshem, right? Lo shalit nura, the fire is not sholet, it's not affecting, doesn't influence, have any effect on their bodies, and not only that, u'se'ara shehem lo hitcharach, and even their hair didn't, like when you put, God forbid, if you're too close to like the oven, the heat will like melt your hair or do something to your hair. It says even the hair on their head lo hitcharach, even the hair on their head didn't melt. Apparently that's that's their royal garb that we were trying to right. Ra'ul anashim saro sham lo hitcharach. Right. Their hair, I guess I read the English. Yeah, it had not been singed. Harach. V'sar b'lehon lo shenu, and their clothes didn't even change. They didn't even change color. You know, normally you burn something, it turns black. Well, right, maybe. Where that comes from, yeah. Like, absolutely, could be. Yeah, all language stems from all the words. It's rather, I mean, essentially, the roots of all these kind of things. So yeah, v'sar b'laya lo shenu v'reach. The reyach nur lo adat behon, and there was not even a smell of any burning with them, meaning completely unaffected in every regard that a fire could affect a person. They were unaffected. You know, that's how God protected them. Anei Nebuchadnezzar ve'amar, and answers Nebuchadnezzar and says, Berich elahahon, blessed is the God of Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Abednego, Di shalach malache, that sent his malach, his angel, v'shezev le'abdoi, and saved to his servants, Di hitrachitzu aloi, that they trusted in or over God, umilat malka shaniyu, and they, in the word of the king, they changed. They didn't listen to me. Shaniv. I think it's specifically Shaniv or Shaniyu. Is there like dot there? Oh, okay. I have to see if that's a typo or not. Let's see how that's translated. Okay. Who sent it to save his servants, flouted the king's decree at risk of their lives, rather than serve or worship any god but their own. lahon di shadra. Shalach malachi v'shidri, right? Shemelat malka sheniu v'yahavu b'shmei shmasru b'fam lehasaref
It is Shanim.
shanim. Oh no, I was. Oh, read and confirm. Sheniv, yeah, it said Sheniv. Let's see if there's a different commentary. Yeah, Shanu. Yeah, Shaniu. Maybe it's just missing that dot in this copy and paste, and maybe times there could be a slight typo. But if you have a keyboard, you can, if you have the Hebrew QWERTY keyboard, you can press Shift B and add the dot at the end. This function here is it. Okay. V'yahavu gishmehon v'lo yiflechun v'lo yiskidun l'chol elaha lahen le'elahehon. Aside, I guess lahen, aside to their own God, who gave their bodies. V'yahavu gushmehon. They gave their actual bodies. V'yahavu, right? V'lo yiflechun, that they should not serve and not bow down to any other God. Lahen le'elahehon, except to their own God. Umini sim ta'em, and from me place this decree. Dikol am umad v'lishan. Diomar shalu, that anyone who is going to say anything evil al elahahon, over the God of them, Shadrach, Meshach, ve'Abednego, Hadamin yitabed uveita nevale yishtaved. The same thing that he said at the start. You will be turned into a puddle of blood, and your house will be a pile of garbage. Be destroyed completely and desecrated. Kol kovil, all because of dilo itai elaha ochoran, diikol lehatzala kidna. All because there is not with us elaha ocharan, a God that is different, a different God. Di yikol, that is able, sheyechol lehatzil kazeh, like this God. There is no God with us of all of our multitude of gods that could save from a fire, that could save like this one. Bedain, and then what? Kidna, right? Like kezot, like we just witnessed now, like Bedain, and then Malka, the king, Hatzlach leShadrach, Meshach, ve'Abednego b'midat Bavel. He then appointed them. I'm sorry, I threw them into the fire. He then Hatzlach, he succeeded their path. He promoted them in the province of Bavel. Hatzlach, Bavel. Okay, so right, we can pause here. All right. At a pitzucha, right? At the pay. Exactly. It's an artificial break. It's not a real break in the text.
Yeah, but does the sentence have anything to do with what you're saying?
It does, but the fact that there is a pitzucha there means it's a strong break. So even if it does continue, it's like it goes to a commercial break. It's like the pitzucha. I mean, we could for sure continue within the same thing, but we shouldn't base off pauses based on parakim. Well, again, sometimes the parakim sync up with the actual spaces in the Torah, but sometimes they're inserted here. Like, for example, it's not inserted.
This looks like clearly it's like you push me off. It looks like again because very early, later.
Right, but the thing is that
but if you're saying that
we only trust what the sages transmit.
That is that if you're saying that the next two sentences are very relevant, then what would you just talking about? It still has to do with that same exact story. File and the letter, and maybe it's one page, it's another. Why not finish the story?
Well, no, that is finished. Yeah, the next thing continues. Again, it's some kind of other scene because the pitzucha is the second strongest break. Find out on the next episode. All right, called.